What's going on, guys? JPP Duel here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday. And for today's matchup, we have an Adventure Springs versus an Eldlich, with my opponent playing Eldlich going first. Keep in mind, this is another DC match, and I hope you guys are liking my replays and the commentary on my videos and DC matches. Do let me know in the comment section below. Now, my opponent starts off his turn by activating the Cursed Elk Land to search for a Golden Land Forever. Golden Land Forever basically is their Omni as long as they have a Golden Lord on the field. So in my head, my whole plan was to just evenly match my opponent and then make him banish all the cards on the field aside from one face down. But that whole plan went out the window once I saw my opponent search for the Golden Land Forever and set it down on the field as well. So my whole play at this point has to be to somehow bait out the Golden Land Forever and then evenly match my opponent, hoping that I could get rid of at least most of the cards on the field. Not some, just most. So we draw into an Enchantress. First of all, I try to bait out the Golden Land Forever's negate. We activate Enchantress, throw the first bait. Opponent does not take it. Activate the right, get the token. Opponent still does not take the bait. I put the Fateful Adventure on the field. When I try to activate it, my opponent instantly activates Conquistador in response to that, and since he had a Golden Lord on the field, it just pops my Fateful Adventure. Can't do anything about that. Go into battle phase, kill off the Conquistador, then I go into main phase 2 to try to go into my combo. I put the Lamb-Seas activated from the graveyard once I do go into Meow Moon. That is when my opponent activates the Golden Land Forever to negate my graveyard activation of my Prankets monster. Now this means I cannot go into my combo, yes. Does this mean my opponent can OTK me next turn? No, my opponent can't OTK me next turn. Also, right here, in the Eldlich matchup, your Call by the Graves are extremely precious. Do not banish them, do not have them negated. They're extremely important so use them wisely. So I set down my Call by the Grave and I set down my Evenly Matched. Yes, I know, this is not a misplay. I set down the Evenly Matched because I was assuming my opponent to have a targeted back row removal. So cards like Cosmic Cyclone or Twin Twister gets rid of both, but I was hoping for him to not have Twin Twister. Maybe he was running Cosmic Cyclone or some other targeted one card back row removal. That is the reason why I set down my Evenly Matched. In case he gets a card, he draws into that card, he will be forced to make a 50-50 split between my Evenly and my Call By. And as I told you guys before, Call By is an extremely good card into the Eldlich matchup because you could just Call by the Grave the Eldlich in the graveyard if they try to activate the Scarlet Sanguine or any other Elixir to put it on the field, or even if your opponent activates the Eldlich from the graveyard itself to put itself on the field, you Call by the Grave it, that card is gone. It's going to be negated for one full turn. So that is the reason why I put down my Evenly, as I said before, in case he draws into a targeted back row removal. Draw phase, my opponent draws a card. He tries to activate the Golden Lord from the graveyard to put it on the field. Obviously, as I said before, we Call by the Grave it and negate that. Really important card in an Eldlich matchup. So I do just that, and turns out that the card he had in his hand, it turned out to be a Pot of Prosperity. And Pot of P will banish 6, and he will be showing me 6 cards and adding 1 card to his hand. He gets all his graveyard activations going, sets up cards on the field. He basically ends up setting 2 copies of Aquero. I don't know why, and I couldn't even be bothered to think about it. It's an Eldlich player, what do you expect? He flips to a Ball of Ra, and right here, as I said before, what if the opponent is running a targeted back row removal? Like, you guys have to think about all this ahead before your opponent even makes a play like that, and you have to try to play around all that. That is how you win extremely close matchups or matchups that are not in your favor. So he flipped over a Ball of Ra, he flipped over Gozen, Solemn, Cosmic Cyclone, the one card I talked about, targeted back row removal, Gozen Match, and Solemn Judgment. He adds a Gozen Match to his hand because obviously Gozen Match, a big floodgate, kills off any combo decks usually. Gozen Match along with Warlord's Rivalry, or if there can be only one, kills you off completely as a Prankets player. Now, I draw into a Forbidden Droplet. my whole play at this point was activate evenly and hope for the best. So since my opponent's Golden Lord is in face-up attack, I could just go into battle phase, bump my token into the Golden Lord, kill off the token, and then activate the evenly matched. If my opponent did not have any negate, no Golden Lord, no Solemn Judgment, this evenly match goes through and I just outright win the game at this point. To be honest, my opponent should have kept the Scarlet Sanguine on the field, but if he was only running 2 Golden Lords, he was pretty dead anyways, even if he kept Scarlet Sanguine on the field. So in main phase 2, I go into my combo, I show him my combo starter card I have in my hand, which is my Roxy's. Seeing this, my opponent just outright scoops. That's going to be the end of the game, guys. If you guys do enjoy this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subbing to my channel for more daily pranking video uploads, and if you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel, link along with my schedule, and a link to my Discord will be in the video description itself for you guys to check out. This is JPBDuel signing out for today. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!